everybody, this is Haley and I'm the lead designer for Neighborhood Ventures, and we are back at Venture on 12th Place. And we have been kind of avoiding showing you the pool this whole time because it's been the ugly stepchild of the property. But it's been stripped, so it looks a little bit better now. We've officially approved all the final quotes for the work in here. We got an autofill installed because the previous ownership, they used to have a hose just running over the concrete and into the pool because in Arizona, water evaporates really quickly and it presents a trip hazard for tenants to have a hose going across the ground. So we have an autofill officially set up and installed. They stripped the old pool decking here, which was like a dark maroon color. It was pretty heinous. So that's been stripped and it's now just a blank white, and we're gonna get some new coating down. We are doing new tile around the whole inset of the pool. They will do new depth markers on the inside and the outside. And then of course the whole pool is gonna be resurfaced on the inside as well, which was already known and needed before the property was even purchased. So lots of good changes coming in the next week or so with that. And then our newest feature is this mural. Isn't it gorgeous? The muralist did an amazing job. We want this contemporary wave look, added in some cool striping and some additional colors that you don't normally see, so it modernizes it just a little bit because we're going for that contemporary modern look here. And then around in the corners, there are these landscaping areas, which we will fill with turf, bring in some greenery in here, make it nice and fresh. And then over by the mailboxes, there was kind of this red paver that went around the whole mailbox. Red just isn't the color here, so we had to rip that out. That's just gonna be gray rock now. Gray rock filled in over here, kind of filled in all the edges, cleaning it up, making it look nice and pretty. And then to kind of tie in that gray look into the front, all of the planter boxes have been stripped of the old bushes. If you guys remember seeing them, they were just scraggly. They weren't taken care of over time, so there was no really coming back for them. So we ripped out all of the old bushes in the front. We are gonna be planting new agave plants in there and filling it in with gray rock, again, to tie them together. And then the backyards for all of the apartments are also done, which we filled in with gray gravel. And we did put a weed barrier down underneath them so the tenants don't have to worry about weeds growing really tall back there. Just keep it really low maintenance for them. But some more changes in between the building, which I can't wait to show you. So let's go look at those. Here we are, back between our two favorite buildings at Venture on 12th, which we are officially labeling Building A and Building B. We did get letters to put up on the exterior of the building, which was John's idea, which I think is a great idea, just because there's so many units here and really no indication of where to go. So I think that will help tenants with future deliveries and things like that. And then you can see that the courtyard in the middle is just getting close to completion. Pavers are done, the turf is in. It just brings in so much pop, so much life in here. The best feature is going to be those shade sails, which we will have going down here. They're gonna be red, orange, and blue. It's gonna bring so much color in here and it's gonna be lovely. But we did get the string lights up so you can see those zigzagging across, and then the shade sails will go just above those. So it'll be really bright in here, it'll look great at nighttime, and it'll make the color pop even at nighttime, which will be great. But we did get the doors painted and the unit numbers up. So we do have that church mouse gray on the doors now, just a little pop of color, not really color, pop of a shade, we'll call it that. But we did get the decals up on the tops of the doors. It's a little number sign with each of the unit numbers, and I love it so much. It's just so like classic and beautiful, and it's kind of different, right? Like usually you see your unit numbers over here, so this is a nice little fun way of, and a very inexpensive way of adding unit numbers to the doors. So that looks great, but let's go look at the insides. All right, here we are inside of unit number 2. And you guys have seen all of the changes in here that direction, but the kitchens are all done now in the first 12 apartments. So take a look. It's good, isn't it? It looks so good. So we have cabinet handles installed, classic handles that we went with, but we went with the modern countertops, modern cabinets, and a little bit of a blue backsplash, which matches with that bathroom tile, the 3D dimensional tile, if you remember. But the grout color came out a lot lighter than I anticipated. I wanted it to be like a dark charcoal color. So I promise in the next remaining 18 units, we will do the dark grout. It still looks beautiful, and some people might prefer this more over the darker one. So we have the classic subway tile with the grout. In the other units, it'll be nice and dark, give it just a little extra pop, bringing it a little bit more modern look. I don't remember if you guys saw the sinks installed, but they are installed all now. They have drying racks that came with them. We got these for such a great price, so we're super excited about that. Faucets are installed as well. Again, a classic look brought into a modern space. But that pretty much sums up the interior of the apartments for the first 12. But before we go really quick, I do want to show you those backyards. Let's go. So here we are in those backyard areas at Venture 12, and all of the yards are about this similar size. However, this unit does have the 2 palm trees in the back, whereas the other ones don't. So that's a fun little plus for whoever moves in here. But this is the gray rock that is going to be going in the pool and then those front planter boxes, so you can kind of get a feel for the coloring. There is a weed barrier installed under here to keep it really low maintenance for tenants, which we love. All of the yards did already come with these little concrete patios, so we will just power wash them. When the cleaners come, they start tomorrow on the first building, and then they're getting passed on to Sundial and the photographers, so we can start getting them rented. And then the light fixtures in the backyards are the same ones in the front areas, just to keep it all normal, consistent, super simple light bulb twist for tenants. So we love the backyards. And then the last thing I want to tell you about is our new Venture sign, which is officially installed in the front. We did get the address numbers as well to place on both sides of the pillar, and we got address numbers for the fourplex at the end because that is a different address. So those will be getting installed very soon. We do have the now renting banner sign getting hung as we speak. So we have some great changes coming. We're gonna start getting some tenants in here, probably for our next renovation update. But that sums up everything at Venture at 12 this time, so we'll see you next time. Bye.